おはようございます。We are live. Okay. Just have my phone here in case anyone comments. All right. We will start shortly. Give it like 3 minutes. We're gonna do 2:11. 2 more minutes. Ohayou gozaimasu, minna. Everyone. This is today's lesson. We have 1 more minute and then we will get started. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. I know things are starting to open back up here in Florida. I heard recently that the many prefectures in Japan have lifted emergency states of emergency in their prefectures. Tokyo, I think, still has their state of emergency in place. Um, and I know at least until the end of this month, okay, um, Americans cannot enter Japan through Tokyo at least. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, Eric. Genki desu ka? Are we good? Okay, it is 9:55. We might as well get started. As always, you can type any questions here on Facebook, and I have my phone open, so I will try to be vigilant and look for those. Before we start the actual lesson, I have some words I want to look at very quickly. Okay. So let's look at some adjectives really quickly. We've looked at these before when we were studying lesson 6, but we get to reuse them a lot in lesson 9. So let's look at some adjectives. To say that you are busy, you have a lot going on, 忙しい, 忙しい, right? Over here, 忙しい, busy. Okay, and try saying these with me. 忙しい. All right? Busy. Is everyone 忙しい recently? I am. I still have to work from home, teaching kids online. The word for happy, 嬉しい. 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 Okay? The word for delicious or tasty, good tasting, 美味しい. 美味しい. An optional pitch variation, I guess. 美味しい is another way to say it. 美味しい. Okay? If you want to say there's a lot of something, there is many of something. 多い. Just 多い. But if you want to say there's lots of people or crowded, 人が多い. 人が多い. Okay? I know many places in Tokyo where 人が多い. There's lots of people. The word for interesting, this could also mean funny, is 面白い. 面白い. I use this word a lot. 面白い. Okay? Interesting. Funny. And then kind of the opposite of that, sad. 悲しい. 悲しい. That's an easy word to pronounce. 悲しい. Right? I hear うまい sometimes. Yes, うまい is another way to say おいしい. It sounds rather masculine, the word うまい. I hear many, usually boys will say that, men will say that when they are eating and their face is just in a bowl of something good like ramen and they're eating, they'll say うまうまい, right? Often that gets shortened to うま, right? うま. So yes, うまい can also mean tasty or good tasting, usually for guys. おいしい, anyone can use. This is the textbook general word for delicious. Good question. Thank you, Eric. Okay, we have some more adjectives here. Scary. 怖い. 怖い. Try not to confuse it with かわいい. かわい is cute. 怖い, scary. Okay? What are some 怖い things, right? Is coronavirus 怖い? I hope not. How about the word for amazing, wonderful, splendid, 素晴らしい, 素晴らしい, 素晴らしい. That's a good word. Actually, I didn't learn that word until much later in my Japanese learning career. It is useful. 素晴らしい. If you see like a nice play or a nice performance, 素晴らしい, right? Yeah. Or you see like a fireworks show, 素晴らしい, right? Sorry. The word for fun or enjoyable. 楽しい. 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 I think teaching you guys is 楽しい. I like doing this. 楽しい. And then the opposite of 楽しい, the word for boring, つまらない. つまらない. Okay? つまらない. つまらない. There can be some つまらない people, right? I hate to say that. The word for long, 長い. 長い. And they show a picture of someone waiting a long time. That is possible. You can use 長い for a long time. But it can also mean distance, like a long distance, right? A long measurement. 長い. Okay? 長い. I don't see. Oh, they don't have the opposite of 長い on here, which is short. 短い. You could also say 短い. And I know some people will ask me to write that, so I will write that here. 短い means short. Opposite of 長い. All right. The word for difficult or hard, 難しい. 難しい. Right? 難しい. Just difficult. A test can be 難しい. Some kind of this time that we are living in right now, 難しい. It's hard to do anything. The opposite is the word for easy, 優しい, 優しい. Right? 優しい. We have some opposites here. And then some words related to temperature. 暖かい. This can be a tongue twister. 暖かい. Okay? 暖かい. 暖かい. Good luck pronouncing that. At first it can be difficult. Once you get used to it, you'll be fine. 暖かい. 暖かい. Conjugate it to the past tense. 暖かかった. That's even harder. The word for hot, it's just hot. 暑い. 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 Right? Recently, it's been raining a lot where I live in Fort Lauderdale. Not so atsui, but mushiatsui. Humid, yeah, humid. Atsui. The opposite of atsui. Samui. Cold, right? Samui. This is a word many Floridians don't know. Yeah. Oishi. Samui. Cold. The word for cool, suzushi. Suzushi. Right? Suzushi. Sometimes we have suzushi wind, kaze, right? Ryo, なんだっけ, ryofu, I think. Suzushi. The word for beautiful, pretty, this could also mean clean. Kirei. Kirei. Okay. Kirei. And then, so sorry. The word for like or fond of is ski. Ski. Suki. Now, here's a tip, okay? Pronunciation tip. You don't have to really say the u sound on su. It sounds like ski, like you're skiing or whatever. Ski, ski. Okay, like. The word for terrible is taihen, taihen, taihen. Usually, though, I translate this, when I translate this to English, I translate it to, oh, that sucks. That sucks. 大変, right? Oh, that's horrible. 大変. 大変ですね. この coronavirus. This coronavirus is so 大変. It's terrible. It sucks. And then, this is a verb, actually. To get tired. 疲れます. 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 Again, the su on the end. You don't really say the u sound so much. Even in the first tsu, tsu, I don't really say the u sound. It's kind of there, kind of. You kind of breathe it. You're breathing it. 疲れ, right? 疲れます. 疲れます. All right? To get tired. I often 疲れます. Teaching kids, 疲れます. You get tired really easily teaching children. Okay, I think this is the only vocab we will go over for this lesson today. Keep these in mind because we're going to use some adjectives in this lesson. So I will move this over. And then we'll start with the lesson 17. Ooh. So that's it. Lesson 17. This is actually, we're starting the last chapter of this curriculum, chapter 9. Okay, so we have two lessons, 17 and 18. These will be the last lessons in the curriculum, and then we'll start over. So this is all about your day off, part 2. We did day off part 1 earlier. We're coming back for part 2. So let's talk 楽しかったです. All right, the lesson title, 楽しかったです. 楽しかったです. Okay, and that means it was fun. It was fun. This is a whole phrase right here. 楽しかったです. Right? Des we put at the end of a statement. I'm stating, oh, it was fun. And 楽しかった means was fun. Was fun. You'll notice in Japanese with some adjectives, actually many adjectives, a good many adjectives, you will conjugate the adjective itself. Unlike English, where we will conjugate the verb always. And in English, we only conjugate verbs. In Japanese, it's really cool. You can conjugate verbs and adjectives. Very interesting stuff. So let's go through, before I get to these blog posts, these are blog posts, social media posts, I want to actually move all the way here. Okay, we have some adjectives. And we just went through a bunch of adjectives. However, we went through those adjectives in their present form, in their non-conjugated form, I guess you could say. So when we read through all those adjectives just a moment ago, you could translate them as, oh, it's blank, or I'm happy, I'm sad, it sucks, I get tired, those are all present tense. Here is a list of adjectives in the past tense. So if you remember the word tanoshi, fun, it's fun. We have here on the left, tanoshikatta, tanoshikatta, which means was fun. This is the past tense. And you add des to make a statement. Tanoshikatta desu. It was fun. This one right here comes from oishii. Oishii, to be tasty, to be delicious, good tasting. The past tense, oishikatta desu, right? You'll notice a pattern here. The word ureshi means happy. I am happy, ureshi. This one, ureshikatta, was happy, desu, right? Are you seeing a pattern? Isogashi means busy, okay? Isogashikatta was busy, desu. And this one is different. Taiheng is not a there are two types of adjectives in Japanese. And you know what? I will write this for you down here. If you're taking notes, that's a good idea. Taking notes during these lessons is a fantastic idea. There are two types of adjectives in Japanese. There are adjectives and there are na adjectives. Okay? Adjectives end in That's simple. Na adjectives, however, do not end in na. They end in pretty much anything else except na. Now, why do we call them na adjectives? We call them na adjectives because we add na to the end of them if we want to conjugate. This is kind of getting technical. You don't have to know all this. I'm just giving you a brief summary of the two types of adjectives in Japanese. We have adjectives and na adjectives. I'm going to tell you right now, the majority of adjectives you will see when you learn Japanese are adjectives. And you know what? I will actually bring back, if I didn't delete it or close it, where is it? Yes, I will actually bring back our list of adjectives. Notice something. All of these end with I. Isogashi, ureshi, oishii, hito ga oi, omoshiroi, kanashii. These are all adjectives. They end in I. We have one adjective, however, on here. I'm sorry, we have three. So sorry. We have three at the end that do not end in I alone, right? We have kirei, we have taihen, and we have ski. Now, ski ends with an E sound, but it's not an E character by itself. It's actually ki. And that is not an E adjective. That's still a na adjective. So, if your adjective does not end with a single E, then it is a na adjective. But those are very few in number. Relatively, what you will study, mostly you will see E adjectives. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because we are taking adjectives and we are conjugating them into the past tense. Tanoshii becomes tanoshikatta, was fun. Oishii, delicious, becomes oishikatta, was delicious. Ureshii, happy, becomes ureshikatta, was happy. And isogashi, busy, becomes isogashikatta, was busy. You'll notice katta is the kind of past tense for adjectives. It is the past tense ending for adjectives. Tanoshikatta, oishikatta, ureshikatta, isogashikatta. Let me say this, for adjectives, right? Past tense for adjectives. All right, so whenever you hear katta, think, past. Okay, oh, this was whatever. All right. With not adjectives, with our second type of adjective, like here, 大変 on the right, 大変 means terrible, horrible, oh, it sucks. 大変. To make that past tense, we actually need to use でした. でした. 大変でした. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, it sucked, right? 大変でした. Okay. So there's two things you got to watch out for. 買った past for one type of adjective, and でした past for another type of adjective. Right now, don't try to memorize all this right now. Don't be overwhelmed, okay? Calm. Let's do this calmly, okay? For now, just memorize these words on my screen. 楽しかったです。美味しかったです。嬉しかったです。忙しかったです。大変でした. All right, these are all past tense. Was fun, was delicious. I was happy. I was busy. It was horrible, okay? We will use these in the future. Let us do right now this dialogue. And this would be good if you had, someone with you to practice. I know we can't meet just yet to do the dialogues. I really want to. I miss you guys. For now, try it on your own. If you have someone by you, go right ahead. Let's do this together. At the top here, 休みはどうでしたか? 休みはどうでしたか? Okay, try saying that with me. 休みはどうでしたか? This means, well, let's break it down. 休み. Yasumi. We've talked about this a few weeks ago. We talked about this word. Yasumi is like a day off or a vacation, right? A break. Yasumi. So wa marks it as the topic of the sentence. What are we talking about? The break, the day off. Yasumi. And we are asking a question, right? Usually when you ask questions, it is to someone else. So we understand we are talking to someone else. Your break, your day off, your vacation. どうでしたか? どうでしたか? This is you could think as a set question, a set phrase. It means how was it? How was it? In English, I would mark this whole sentence. How was your break? How was your day off? 休みはどうでしたか? Okay. And then the response. 公園で子供と遊びました. 楽しかったです. So here we have a past tense adjective, right? All of this is in the past. We're talking about what we did in the past. So let's break this down. 公園. What is 公園? 公園 is a park that you go to. で means at in this case. So at the park, right? 子供. 子供 is child or children. と in this case means with. So far we have in the park with children. What did you do? 遊びました. This comes from the verb 遊びます, which means to play or to hang out. This is the past tense. 遊びました. So this person, I'm guessing, we could be asking this little boy right here. Hey, little boy, 休みはどうでしたか? How was your day off? How was your break, your vacation? 公園で子供と遊びました. He could say, right? Oh, I played with kids in the park. I hung out with other kids in the park, right? And then he could say, 楽しかったです. Right? It was fun. 楽しかったです. Okay? And of course, our standard reply for every conversation. そうですか. そうですか. Oh, I see, right? Oh, cool. Something like that, right? そうですか. So one more time, let's go through it. Try saying it with me. 休みはどうでしたか? 公園で子供と 遊びました。楽しかったです。そうですか。I hope this little boy is the one responding. If that man was like the one responding, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Grown men playing in the park with kids, I'm not sure. All right, let's try this activity here. Section 1, part 1. 休みは楽しかったです。We already talked about this word a lot. 楽しかったです。It was fun. And 休み, the break. The break was fun, basically. So we have 6 blog posts, or we have 6 social media posts here. Let's try going through them. So this one up here, A, dated April 29th, 20 something, right? Let's read this. 新しいレストランで食事をしました。美味しかったです。美味しかったです。So even if you don't understand the first sentence up here, just by looking at the picture and listening to or reading the second line, you should be able to understand kind of what they did, all right? 美味しかった、美味しい, delicious. 美味しかったです. It was delicious. So actually, we're talking about someone who went to a new restaurant, right? 新しい means new. Restaurant is restaurant. De, at. So at a new restaurant, they did what? 食事をしました。食事 is a meal, right? をします means to do something. This is the past tense. をしました. I did a meal. Or in more natural English, I had a meal. So this blog post, I had a meal at a new restaurant. 美味しかったです. It was delicious. Okay. This is typical Japanese, I guess, social media posts. You say what you did and you comment on it. Oh, it was good, or I hated it, or whatever, I really like it. How about B? This looks like a soccer field, so maybe we're talking about sports here. サッカーを見に行きました。サッカーを見に行きました。Okay? サッカー, I think you could guess, is soccer, right? サッカー。を見に。を見に。If I were to break this down, it would mean to see, basically. To see, for the purpose of seeing what? Seeing a soccer game or seeing soccer. This mi right here comes from the verb mimasu, all right, to watch, to see. And then ikimashita, right? This is from the verb ikimasu, to go, and it's the past tense. Ikimashita, I went, right? So really, this post is saying, I went to go see soccer. I went to go see a soccer game, a soccer match, whatever. And they use this cute little face here. I guess you could call it emoji. I'm not sure. I forget what these are called exactly, but maybe emoji, right? That's kind of this is more of I guess an older way, a little outdated way of doing emojis. I don't really see this too much anymore, but I remember like there was a time in Japan when they had those flip phones, those flip cell phones with the little keychains off the side, and people would always do like little emojis like this, little faces, and it would get really like complicated. It was really cool how the little things they could make. And actually, if you have a Japanese keyboard installed on your iPhone, there is a feature where you could access pre-made text emojis like this, text faces, and they are really cool. Very complicated too. I don't know how people come up with these things. But that's if you have a Japanese keyboard on your iPhone. I'm not sure for any other phone if that's true. Sometimes I use it. It's fun. How about C right here? コーヒーショップでアルバイトをしました。コーヒー. What is コーヒー? coffee, right? Coffee. So, コーヒーショップ is a coffee shop, right? Coffee shop. De, so at a coffee shop, what? Arubaito. Okay, if you speak German, maybe you know this word. Arubaito means part-time job, a part-time job. This comes from the German word Arbeit, arubaito. O shimashita. Again, o shimashita means I did. So I did a part-time job, my part-time job. Basically, I worked my part-time job. Now, normally we don't say that in English. Normally we don't specify, oh, I have a part-time job that I am working. But in Japanese, you specify, I am working my part-time job today. And you'll notice the emoji here, the face character thing here, is like a guy who's or girl, I don't know, who's like really tired, exhausted, and they're actually blowing out smoke, like oh, like that. Typical Japanese kind of picture in their mind. Oh, tsukaremashita, right? Ah, the word we used before, tsukaremasu, to get tired, right? This is me every day after work. Okay, D. Oh wow, we have a guy with some alcohol here. He says, 街で友達に会いました。Okay. 一緒に飲みに行きました。Try it with me one more time. 街で友達に会いました。一緒に飲みに行きました。Okay, let's try breaking this down. Machi. Machi is it the city, town, right? De. So again, at or in. In town, right? Machi de, in town. Tomodachi is a friend. A friend. Ooh. So sorry. Aimashita comes from the verb aimasu. Aimasu, to meet someone, to meet someone. Past tense. Aimashita. I met. Who did we meet? We met tomodachi, a friend. And whoever you meet is marked with ni in this case. Ni. So basically he's saying, I met my friend in town. Machi de tomodachi ni aimashita. And then he says, 一緒に飲みに行きました。一緒に is a set phrase meaning together. Together. 飲みに comes from the verb 飲みます to drink. So he's saying, for the purposes of drinking together, 行きました。行きました. We went, again, the past tense of 行きます, to go. So he's saying, I met my friend in town and we went out basically to get drinks. We went out to drink. So that's this guy right here. Oh my goodness. How about E? All right. うちで掃除と洗濯をしました。大変でした。That's what I think. 大変です。Okay. うちで Uchi is home. De at. So at home. Uchi de. Soji. Soji is soji. Cleaning. Right? Like cleaning around your house. Chores, I guess you could say. To in this case means and. So cleaning and what? Sentaku. Sentaku is doing the laundry. So laundry. O shimashita. Again, this o shimashita. I did. So this person said, I did laundry and cleaning at home. All right. 大変でした. Remember, 大変 means, oh, it was tough. It sucked. It wasn't fun, right? でした, past tense. It wasn't. It was, right? This is my attitude towards cleaning and laundry. It's 大変. And last but not least, F. This person says, 公園で子供と遊びました. Alright, this is just like our dialogue, right? Our dialogue today. 公園, park, de at. So at the park, 子供, children. kids. To in this case means with. So with kids, with children. 遊びました play or hang out, right? I played or I hung out with some kids at the park, and there's a nice, again, little emoji. Okay? So here we have a note at the bottom. 飲みに行きます。飲みに行きます. This means, okay, so you know 行きます to go, right? To go. And then whenever you have another verb, when you're going to do another verb, like I'm going to drink or I'm going out to watch a movie, I'm going out to the library to study, right? Usually you will take that verb that you are going to do. So in this case, to drink, nomimasu, right? Nomimasu. And you will kind of shorten it to nomi, right? There's no mas, just nomi. And you add ni. And then you put ikimasu, right? So nomi ni ikimasu means to go out for a drink, to go out to drink something, right? You don't have to know all that technical conjugation, stuff like that. For now, just memorize. Nomi ni ikimasu means to go out to drink. We also, and of course they clarify here that when you're saying, oh, I'm going out to drink, that means you're gonna drink alcohol, okay? I don't think people just go out to drink soda or chocolate milk. That's what I would drink if I was going out with friends or whatever. But yes, when you say nomi ni ikimasu, this means osake, alcohol, right? O nomi ni ikimasu. There's a nuance there. There's a meaning to that, okay? So be careful, right? If you don't drink, maybe you shouldn't use this phrase so much. All right. What about this final question here at the bottom? あなたは休みに何をしましたか? What did you do on any days off? I mean, for a lot of us right now, recently, right? We all have yasumi, kind of. We have some days off now. So what are you doing on your day off? I'm kind of curious to know. Okay, let's go back to this page. We have a listening activity. I'm going to play some audio. The question is, what did they do? 何をしましたか? What did they do? And how did they feel about it? Okay? We're going to answer two things. We're going to say what they did and how did they feel about it. Now, I have the feelings right here, right? 楽しかったです. It was fun. 美味しかったです. It was delicious. 嬉しかったです. It was, or I was happy about it. Or 忙しかったです, right? I was busy. Or 大変でした. It sucked. Like it was a lot for me, you know. However, I have to show you the activities as well. Actually, you know what? We could just flip back here because these are the blog posts, okay? So we're going to match these blog posts with each person here, and then we're going to say how they felt about it. So this is a listening activity. We're going to start with Jose. Jose-san. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. All right. You guys don't hear anything, right? Because I don't hear anything. Let me refresh really quickly. That's strange. Jose-san. 大丈夫ですか? Are you okay? あれ? I can't hear anything. Maybe if I bring it over here. Wow, that's strange. Okay, my computer is on the fritz today. So sorry. I'm just gonna guess at what Jose-san is saying. So his choice was F. He probably said something like, 公園で子供と遊びました。楽しかったです。right? 公園で子供と遊びました。楽しかったです。Right? And actually, that's our dialogue down here. 公園で子供と遊びました。楽しかったです。This is Jose-san. Okay? And so he would put F, right? You would put F because that is the blog post that says 公園で子供と遊びました. I played with some kids at the park. And then he said 楽しかったです, which would be the katakana character a right here, which they wrote in for us. Okay. Suzuki-san, I'm going to make up one for Suzuki-san. And you pick the letter of the blog post that you think I am talking about. I'm basically going to read one of these, okay? うちで掃除と洗濯をしました。大変でした。うちで掃除と洗濯をしました。大変でした。So which one is that? If you remember, if you remember talking about doing laundry and cleaning the house, that one was down here, E. Okay, so for now, let's put in E for Suzuki-san. And then she said 大変でした. That would be which option here? 大変でした. It sucked. This last one, right? This is the katakana character O. Okay, O. So you would put O here and then E for the activity. Now let's talk about Kim-san. What did Kim-san do on her yasumi? Again, I'm just going to read one of these. Try to match. Okay. 新しいレストランで食事をしました。美味しかったです。新しいレストランで食事をしました。美味しかったです。So which option did Kim-san do? That's right. I can hear you through the phone, through the Facebook. A, right? I literally read this right here. She went to a new restaurant. She had a meal at a new restaurant and it was oishii, oishikatta desu. So I would put A here for Kim-san and the feeling was right here, oishikatta desu. Yeah, I, this is katakana character I, so you would write that in there. All right, let's talk Kara-san. What did Kara-san do out of all of these? I will read one of them. コーヒーショップでアルバイトをしました。忙しかったです。コーヒーショップでアルバイトをしました。忙しかったです。All right, so I think it's pretty obvious what the answer is. C, right? She did her part-time job. She worked her part-time job at the coffee shop. And I added on there, 忙しかったです. Which is right here, right? 忙しかったです. She was busy. She was really busy. This is katakana character, e. So you would write, what was the coffee shop one again? That was C. Okay, so we would write C for Carla-san, and then katakana, e, right here. That leaves just one choice for Tanaka-san. So I will still read it anyway. Which one do you think did Tanaka-san do? I will read it. 街で友達に会いました。一緒に飲みに行きました。嬉しかったです。One more time. 街で友達に会いました。 一緒に飲みに行きました。嬉しかったです。Alright, so obviously the answer is D. This is probably Tanaka. This is probably the person they based the cartoon off of. I don't know. Which one was that? That was D, right? So D, and he said, 嬉しかった。嬉しかったです. Which means was happy. I was happy. So happy, right? Okay, so there's that activity. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get the audio to run. Actually, I have a video for you too, and I hope the audio works on there. Let's try. Let's see if the video will work. This is pretty much the same thing, okay? Talking about what we did. Oh, please work. No. Why is the audio not working on my computer today? That is so strange. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea why that is happening. You know what? I'm going to ask you guys to go to this website here, a1.marugotoweb.jp. Okay, I will write it as well. Go to this website, a1.marugotoweb.jp. Write it down. You know, you can visit it later if you want. This is the home page, all right? Once you get to the home page, click on this right arrow right here. Go all the way to the end to topic 9. Okay? When you hover over it, it will expand like this. Click on Can Do 45. All right? Say what you did on holiday. It'll bring you to this page. Go ahead and wherever you are, it can be now, it can be later, doesn't matter. Try watching this video several times with and without English, okay? See if you can understand it. This is the strategy I do in class, right? I play the video for you with English once. I play it again, all right? And we try to understand it more. We try to break it down. And then I try to play it without any English, okay, to see if you can actually understand what's being said without any English. Do that. So you're gonna watch it 3 times essentially. This one video, okay, and then you scroll down and there's this let's try challenge, okay. This is the same thing. Do it 3 times. Once just with English, another time with English. Try to see if you can understand, and then try it like straight through, no English, full screen, try to get through it. So that is my challenge for you, is to go to a1.marugotoweb.jp, find this Can Do 45, watch these videos, okay? And this is how you practice, right? Especially in quarantine. This is how we practice Japanese with videos that have awkward pauses for you to fill in the silence. Okay, so let us go back then. I'm so sorry. I have no idea why my audio is not working on my computer. Okay, so we have like 15 more minutes. We could probably get through this activity right here. Section 2. Repeat after me. 何もしませんでした. Again. 何もしませんでした. Okay, what does that mean? Let's look at the verb first. しませんでした. しませんでした. This means did not do. Okay, this is past negative. All right, I did not do. When you have 何も with that, it means anything. I did not do anything. I didn't do anything. Okay? 何もしませんでした. And a lot of people don't do anything during break, right? So this is why this is why they included it in the curriculum. 何もしませんでした。I didn't do anything. We have another phrase. Actually, here it is again on the bottom. 何もしませんでした. On the left here. And then on the right, this is a good one. どこにも行きませんでした. Okay, 行きませんでした. So again, let's look at the verb. 行きます, right, means to go. 行きます, to go. 行きませんでした. I didn't go. I didn't go. Where did you not go? どこにも, which means anywhere. どこにも行きませんでした. I didn't go anywhere. Okay? I didn't do anything. 何もしませんでした. どこにも行きませんでした. Okay, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. Pretty lazy, if you ask me. So this activity is another listening activity, and my darn audio is not working. I have no idea why. I'm so sorry. But anyways, I'm gonna look at this again next week. I don't know if we'll meet in person next week. I don't know if we'll be online next week. Please watch the Facebook page. Please watch our WhatsApp group, okay? Because announcements will probably be made. I know some organizations are starting to open up again in Florida, in the United States, right? So I'm not sure when exactly we will be meeting again. I'm sure Yui Sensei can give us more information on that. For now, I don't know. All right. If we are still online next week, I'm gonna try to figure out what happened to my audio and hopefully get you guys the audio for this. I apologize. I thought it would work and nothing came out. No. Yeah. That really 大変ですね. This sucks. 何もしませんでした. Well, anyways, we might as well move on. I kind of want to skip this because it is just an audio activity. We will do this next week, all right? We will do this next week. For now, let us go to section 3 of this lesson. It is called また行きます. Okay? また行きます. And we've been hearing this word all day today. 行きます. Right? To go. But what is また? Mata means again. Okay? Mata ikimasu. I will go again. Okay? Mata ikimasu. All right? And we have yet again, another listening activity. And I love it. I love the listening activities, but it really sucks when your computer, for some reason, will not spit out any audio. So we might as well move on to this dialogue. We can do dialogues, right? Let's start on the left here. 先週の花火大会どうでしたか? Okay? 先週の花火大会どうでしたか? Alright, this is a question. 先週 means last week. Alright, last week. 花火大会. This word we saw weeks ago, months ago. This hanabi is fireworks. Okay, fireworks. Taikai is like a big show or a convention. In this case, I would say a big show. So this no in between will connect senshu with fireworks show. So last week's fireworks show. That's what it's saying here. Last week's fireworks show. どうでしたか? どうでしたか? Right? We saw this at the beginning of today's lesson. How was it? So we're asking, how was last week's fireworks show? Okay. And we have a response in the blue here. My apologies, sorry. The top here is a positive response. よかったです. よかったです. This means basically it was good. It was good. よかったです. Okay. Or we could say まあまあでした. まあまあでした. まあまあ. It was so-so. It was alright.まあまあでした。The response here. そうですか。Oh, really? I see. また行きますか？また行きますか？ Right? Again, again, 行きますか? Will you go? Right? Will you go again? And here are some three possible responses. はい、行きます。Or はい、多分行きます。Okay? はい, as we all know, means yes. Right? はい, yes. 行きます. Again, we've heard this many times today. To go. I will go. 行きます. If you know for sure, oh, I will go again. はい、行きます. Just like that. はい、行きます. If you're not so sure, add 多分. 多分 means maybe, probably, yeah. はい、多分行きます. Yeah, I'll probably go again, right? What about the middle here? わかりません. わかりません means I don't know. That's literally what it means. I don't know, right? If you're not sure that you want to go back or not, わかりません, right? This is also a polite way of kind of saying, no, I won't go back. わかりませんね. Yeah, just like that. わかりません. Yeah, it's a very polite way of kind of rejecting. No, I won't go back. わかりません. Japanese, I have found, Japanese people tend to be vague. Vague, is that the word? Like, they tend to not directly reject anything. It's always like this vague response. わかりませんね. わかりません. Oh, I don't know for sure. When in reality, they're not going back again. Yeah, I use it all the time. I love being vague when I want to reject something. And the last one here, 行きません. This is a very straightforward answer. 行きません means I will not go. Okay, I will not go again. And if you're not 100% sure that you will not go again, add 多分. 多分行きません. Probably I won't go. I probably won't go again. 多分行きません. Okay? Maybe you were like really disappointed at the fireworks in the sky. Eh? That's it? Right? Like 多分行きません. Right? So let's try this from the beginning to the end, okay? You could follow along with me if you want. 先週の花火大会どうでしたか？よかったです。or まあまあでした。そうですか。また行きますか？はい、多分行きます。or わかりません。or 多分行きません。And again, if you have a partner nearby, someone nearby to practice this with, go ahead, do it. This will help you. The more you practice, right, the better you will become. Okay, so let us look. We probably won't get to this right now, actually, because we only have 4 minutes left. We're running out of time. Next week, I promise, if we are still in line, I will have the audio working. I will try to get, I don't know why you can't hear it right now. It's so odd. Yui says she will keep us posted, but we're not in a rush. Exactly. We are not in a rush. We want to be safe, right? We want to be we want to be safe rather than sorry. Right? Better safe than sorry. So I agree with Yui-san. Probably we won't meet up anytime in the near future. We'll see. Again, stay contacted, stay close to our Facebook page and our WhatsApp group. I want everyone to stay safe, okay? Please, please stay safe. I remember walking into Walmart the other day, and people, you're supposed to wear masks going inside the store, but you know, people tend to like drop the mask or just take it off completely. That's not what, in my opinion, that's not so wise. I don't know. So just, be smart about it, guys. We love you. We don't want anyone to get sick. I believe next week we will be online again. Again, watch our Facebook page, watch the WhatsApp group. Otherwise, we will stop here. If you want to stay connected with us on Facebook right after this, there will be a bilingual, probably trilingual Bible study in English, Japanese, and Spanish, most likely. Feel free to stay for that. You can expose yourself to some Japanese language, even Spanish if you want, or English. That'd be cool. If not, that's okay too. I will see you guys